Harry. Bluetooth pairing.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming this evening to recognize the men who have paid the ultimate sacrifice from the communities of Heartland, Menominee Falls, Mukwonago, Muskego, and New Berlin. With us this evening to read the men's names aloud and say a few words are President Bannerstill from the village of Heartland, President Glasgow from the village of Menominee Falls, and Mayor Ament from New Berlin. Following the readings of the names, taps will be played by Bill Seaman. We ask you to stand when the names are read, and following the program, we will have pins from the Vietnam War commemoration for any Vietnam veterans in attendance.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay with the train in back?
No.
Wait a minute. Testing. Well, the train is gone. I think I can speak loud. It's working. Is it working now?
Yeah. Yep.
Excellent. Good evening. It is an absolute honor to be a part of this ceremony tonight, to remember those men and women in the armed services who gave their lives in defense of this great country and who fought around the globe to preserve and protect and promote freedom. One of our veterans in Menominee Falls said a couple of years ago that to serve in the military is a noble calling. I couldn't agree more. I believe it is a great calling, I believe it is a higher calling, and I believe it is the greatest calling, especially when soldiers give their lives as a sacrifice as they serve our country. I'm reminded of John chapter 15, verse 13 in the New Testament, which says, "Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends." I can think of absolutely no greater calling and no other greater form of commitment than to give the ultimate sacrifice. I am so thankful for the opportunity tonight to read the names of our country's heroes, and especially from Waukesha County, from our respective municipalities, and to know who stood behind the flag to serve and defend our great country. Thank you very much. I will give this over to Mayor Ament from the city of New Berlin.
Memorial Day is the only day of the year our nation has set aside to honor the men and women who throughout our history gave their lives for our freedom. The men and women whose heroism we both mourn and celebrate must never be taken for granted or forgotten. All too many of us have lost sight of the true meaning of Memorial Day. We must do everything we can to ensure that the generations that follow will fully understand and appreciate the sacrifices that so many have made and the sorrow their families have had to endure. This is especially true of our forgotten heroes that served us during the Vietnam War. On behalf of the City of New Berlin, our Common Council, and the citizens of New Berlin, I'd like to thank Mayor Riley, the City of Waukesha, the Waukesha Park and Recreation staff, and all of the volunteers for providing us with this opportunity on this Memorial Day weekend to specifically honor those who lost their lives in the Vietnam War, and to say a long overdue thank you to all of our Vietnam veterans. So God bless all of you, and God bless America. Thank you.
I can say when I heard of this event, I'll add, I'm Jeff Vannerstroh from the village of Heartland. When I heard of this event and that this was coming to Waukesha and they asked for me to read names and to stand up with these fine gentlemen and also read names, I'm honored, I'm humbled, and anything that I give to my community is nothing compared to the men that are on that wall. Our servicemen and women, the banner behind me says it perfectly. All gave some, and for those that gave some and a whole lot, we have Veterans Day. But for those that gave all, we have Memorial Day. I am honored and humbled to be here to speak and to be able to read the names of people that fought and died for everything we have in this country that I now enjoy and raise my family in, and all of the benefits that we have. It's a very humbling holiday, even though we call it a holiday.